Great. Thank you guys all so much for being on our call. This is actually our first Zoom launching party. So we're really excited to have all of you guys here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a total of 4 stories that we're going to share, kind of hitting all of the different solutions that Isagenix offers. We're also going to cover 4 products, and then we're going to talk at the end about how to get started if that's what you choose to do. Feel free to ask questions at any time. Ellie up at the top is going to be chatting with you in the chat box. So any questions you have, please definitely feel free to do that. We won't be sharing any documents tonight, so if you do want to see anything in writing or any pictures, we'll continue to use our Facebook event group to go ahead and do that. But again, thank you guys all so much for joining us. It's such a pleasure having you on our call. Again, it is our first one, so we appreciate you being here. We're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Stephanie Beebe. I've been involved with Isagenix for 4 years, just a little under 4 years. September will be my date. But I had used Isagenix in the beginning when it first began in 2004. I just didn't do it correctly, and I didn't understand what it was all about. At the time that I started, it was how to drop 10 pounds really nice and fast and easy. And so that's what I did. But coming back into just under 4 years ago, I really learned what it is about. And at the time I was introduced to Isagenix was by a friend, a mom from the school that my child went to. And we started a walking group, and more or less just to have us get to know each other, meet other moms and parents, and get some exercise all at the same time. And so that was fantastic just all on its own. But then she started handing out a replenish stick, which is energy electrolyte drink, and she's like, just put it in your water, you'll feel great. And lo and behold, I did. I felt fantastic. So I bought a box. And then a day or two later, she was extremely blunt and told me, you know, I can help you lose 20 pounds, just like that. I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and do that. I had just had my 3rd baby and needed to drop about 30 pounds. So her statement hit me. We got started on the pack immediately. I did get involved with the sharing of the product immediately with a girlfriend and my husband. So I started receiving credit right away. But during the time that I'd started the product, I felt the energy. That was probably the first thing that I noticed, because as a brand new mom and I was nursing a child, I was taking naps in between every commercial. So basically when the commercials came on, my children would wake me up. When the show came back on, I'd go back to sleep. Can anyone relate to that? It's not good. It's not how you want to raise a family, but that's what was happening. And I couldn't stop it. I went into such a deep sleep, and there was no way around it. So as soon as I started the program, just within a few days, I had an incredible amount of energy, and I started getting off the couch. My kids stopped watching TV, and we began playing. And we were playing soccer and baseball and getting outside and board games and all the things that you want for a family was actually happening. And it only took a few days. I will be extremely honest with you. I stopped the program after 30 days. Many of you actually don't know that portion. My husband was right under a CIO position at his job, and he had lost right before I got started, and I was a stay-at-home mom. So we had that serious conversation about what we're going to do. We liked it, and he was on it as well, but you understand finances. So we went ahead and scavenged the house, and I had really good products here already. So I went ahead and started using those, but immediately went right back into napping. And I became grouchy and hungry, and the whole system happened all over again that I was feeling just a month prior to that. So I got right back on the program, and here we are today. I'm going to share a little bit more about my story as to the income that we're currently earning and where we're at with our team. But just to let you know, this system works. The company has been in business for 14 years. We are now in 16 countries around the world. When we go into countries, we build brick and mortar. We do it correctly. We don't just show up and try to build a business. We go through a lot of effort. So being in 16 countries is a really big deal. We are, I think we're currently number 22 on the Stevia Awards in the Direct Selling Association, which is big. We're pretty young. Being 14 years old, we're a pretty young company, and we're just exploding. Thousands of people join us every single day. It's crazy what's happening. People feel the effects. We have such a high success rate for people that do this program correctly. And luckily, we have a lot of coaches, and a lot of them are on this call. So thank you also for being here. We have coaching on our Facebook groups and several other places, and the company provides all kinds of tools to make sure that people are able to do it correctly. But our success rate is extremely high. Our retention rate, extremely high. People feel the difference. They know what this is doing for them, and they like it. So I'm going to go ahead and move on and talk about a couple stories so that you guys can hear from other people and see what they're experiencing. I'm going to start off with Michael Anderson. Michael is extremely special to all of us for many reasons. But one reason is he's a very big inspiration to thousands and thousands of people. Michael came, he'll tell his story, of course, but real briefly, he had a friend reach out to him. Michael was overweight, and he wasn't in a good place. And he had a friend reach out to him and through Facebook and just shared his story. And Michael jumped on. And Michael released over just right around a year. Is that correct, Michael?
11 months.
11 months. In 11 months, less than a year, Michael released 100 pounds. So you can only imagine how his life has changed due to releasing that amount. He's going to tell you his story and talk about one of his favorite products. So Michael, if you would please.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. And I'm always humbled when people say I'm a role model and I inspire people. My goal is to inspire people to live a better life. And I discovered Isogenics because my friend Kim introduced me to it. Her husband, Steve, and I go back to high school. He released 80 pounds. He released 100 pounds, but when he got to the 80-pound mark, I said, I can't afford to do this because I was a half-time teacher. But I decided I can't afford not to, so I dipped into pension money to pay for my first month's worth of product. And I was able, by just sharing my passion about the product and by people saying, what is going on, to get my product paid for since month 2, every month since. I'm almost 27 months into the program, using the products religiously every day. And I'm very thankful that a friend cared enough about me to tell me about some incredible nutrition and an amazing company with stellar integrity. And I want to talk about Ionic Supreme. So Ionic Supreme is a product that comes in liquid and in powder. It comes in a 32-ounce bottle, or it comes in a canister of powder that you scoop out, or in these convenient little packets, which I love. I take them with me every day. So adaptogens are a very crucial thing for our health. As Americans, as Westerners, as people in today's society, we're being asked to do more and more with less and less. And as a result, we're stressed, we're burned out, we have high cortisol levels, we have inflamed bodies, we're making bad choices to deal with our stress by using sugar or alcohol or junk food or other things that just aren't good. And what happens is we create more fat in our bodies, because once we start down that road of high cortisol levels and getting our hormones out of whack, we actually create hormones within our body to create more fat. And the beauty of adaptogens is adaptogens are plants and herbs, botanicals, that have been proven in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, Eastern medicine, to have profound effects on everything from liver function to mental acuity. And the Ionix Supreme is full of adaptogens. If you're a science geek, you'll love reading. There's many adaptogens in there. Two of my favorites to talk about are Shilajit and Ashwagandha. You had to practice just to say those. The point is, though, people that take Ionix say that they have more mental clarity. That's me. Say they sleep better. That's me. Say that they have more energy. That's me. Some say they're more frisky. That's me. Some take it before bed. Some take it when they get up. Some take it more than one time a day. The beauty of adaptogens is they help your body adjust the cortisol level. And when you adjust the cortisol level in your body and your body kind of balances out, well, if it's high, it comes down. If it's low, it comes up. Then your hormone levels kind of play into getting in sync. And then your body is not in a fight or flight, constant stress mode. And so adaptogens are a great, great thing to put into your diet. I never even knew the name before, but I would never go a day without Ionix. I did one time when I went on a trip and I forgot them, and man, a mental crash. It was hard. I was sluggish through the day. So I always make sure I have these in my car, these in my suitcase, everywhere I go. Cannot say enough about Ionix.
Wonderful. We love Ionix. And the great thing about Ionix is you can do it multiple times a day. So whenever you need that extra boost, or if you have really bad cravings, or if you just need that extra balance in life, Ionix is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Michael, for saying that and sharing everything about Ionix and your story. Really appreciate that. Next, I want to introduce Annie Medina. And Annie and I have been friends for a long time. When I introduced this to Annie, she was a little skeptical. She had been using another product already and was very content with that product. But she trusted me and said yes. And so here we are about 2.5 years later. And everything is just absolutely wonderful. Annie, can you share your story?
Sure. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for that introduction and for introducing me to Isogenics. And, thank you guys so much for being on this call as well. We honor your time, and you guys could be anywhere on a Tuesday night and you're here. So thank you. So a little bit about my story. Back in October 2013, Stephanie reached out to me. I've known her for over 11 years. And she reached out to me and she noticed I'd been doing workouts. And she reached out to me and says, hey, I have something for you. I think that you're going to really enjoy this stuff and it'll just kind of feel like workouts. And, back then I kind of thought I knew everything. I knew what I was doing. My ego was big, although at the time I didn't think that, right? Thought I knew it all. So what more to learn, right? And so I trusted Stephanie and I said, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to do this. And I said, you know what? Okay, what the heck? I'll try it. Stephanie always has the best advice and she's doing amazing and she's not going to, do anything to hurt me. And what I mean by that is I come from a small town and everybody down there kind of doesn't like to see people succeed. So Stephanie was just that bright light that came into my life that was very different from what I'm used to. So I trusted her and I just can't even imagine, like day one when I started, I was still skeptical and I said, oh, this stuff doesn't work. Swallowed a magic pill that just made me super happy. And I thought to myself, well, it's probably just my biorhythms must be really high, And of course it couldn't be this product, it can't be that I'm, all these products, it just can't be. So then, a couple days later, I was just like, wow, I'm on this streak. I feel amazing. And then going back to CrossFit, people are like, what are you doing? You look happier. You are lifting a little bit more heavy. Like, what's going on? Like, you're not so winded. And if you guys know the CrossFit world, it's very intense. And it is brutal. It's brutal, but I love it. And so I just started to improve on a lot of things, my personal records and all that kind of stuff. And I was pretty amazed. So then ever since October 2013, I never got off the product. I stayed on the product. And one of my favorite products is the E-Shot. Anybody that knows me knows that I love E-Shots, as well as Michael.
Yes.
He might love them more than me, but I don't know. I think I'm catching up. And this just gives you that little that gives you a little kick in the butt right before you're going to work out, where you're trying to come up with excuses not to go to the gym. Drink that on your way and you start to get pumped. All right. And it just really fuels your workout. If you're stressed out, it kind of takes the edge off, and you start to see things in a different light. For instance, you're on the road and there's a lot of traffic. You might be late. If you are very edgy and stressed, you may start flipping people off. I don't know, things like that. I may or may not have done that. But, you kind of have that feeling. And so when you take an E-Shot, you just kind of, I'll get there. You're just more patient, and you just see things in a different light. It's very, very, very amazing. Like, if you haven't tried an E-Shot, and if you've never tried any products, try the E-Shot at the bare minimum. You have to try an E-Shot. And if you're very fatigued, almost having anxiety, this will definitely help with that. And I will say that we don't cure, treat, prevent illnesses in any way, shape, or form. But I will say, my experience, it does fight fatigue. So when we go on trips or anything like that, everybody's like, make sure your mom has her E-Shots. It was just that kind of deal. And when I went to my sister's house, make sure she has E-Shots. Like, it's just, everybody knows, like, I have to have my E-Shots to be, in good hands. Now that I'm on Isogenics, I have opened so many more doors, and oh my God, I've ran 2 half marathons. Never in my life been a runner, never was interested in any way, shape, or form, but it gave me the confidence to even train 4 months to try to do my first half marathon, and it was the best feeling in the world. The best feeling. I would have never ever done that had Stephanie not introduced Isogenics to me. So that changed my, I never really thought that I really needed to lose weight per se, but I did have fat, and I didn't realize it, and I started to lean up. And when I look at pictures side by side, I can really see the difference. I have lost inches, and I didn't think it was really possible. But I began to look up. My skin has never looked better. It's not the best skin, but I will say that because I wasn't fueling and eating the best foods, I, would have a lot more breakouts, and I would this texture of my skin was just differently. And people noticed right away in the first month that my skin just was radiant, and they just complimented my skin like crazy. I started using this bamboo stuff. It's a scrub, and it's very gentle but very powerful. There's no fragrances or anything like that. It's all natural through Isogenics, the Rejuvenity line, and it is my absolute favorite product, along with the serum. But I don't have the serum right now, but I do have that scrub, and I use it 2 to 3 times a day. And I can't even tell you how brightening my face feels. So that's just another little quick tip. There's so many things, and I just feel so happy to wake up and help other people do the same and to feel the same. And this is just something that, we help with, weight loss. If you want to lose extra pounds, if you want some gains, if you just need a little bit more, pregnant moms. I mean, Nastasha, she looks fabulous. Our friend, she's now pregnant, but she looks better now than she did before. And it's incredible. We were talking about that when we saw her recently in Tucson, and she feels amazing. And she just looks so good. Gosh, there's just so many positives with this business. Also, of course, you can also earn an income. This company is extremely generous. You get paid in like 7 to 9 ways. and it is incredible. I was on a trip recently. It was part of my son's birthday gift, and we went to the Dove show, car show. And that Monday morning, I got a text message that Isagenix loaded some money to my ISA wallet card, which is a Black Visa. And it just really dawned on me again that, wow, I'm out here right now, and I just got paid. It was just incredible. And anywhere else, it's like you have to go in, clock out in order to get paid. And some people don't even, have that. It just really, really made me feel good. And I just stopped in my tracks and I just prayed to God and I said, thank you, God, for this moment, because it was the best feeling. And I showed my son that because it's super important for him to understand what I'm leaving him when I leave, because this is willable and I can put this in my will and my son will be set. And this is super important that he follows my journey. So anyways, I'll honor your time. Sorry, guys. I can go on and on. I mean, I really, really can. But I am going to pass it on to the beautiful Christy. She has an amazing story and a product that she's going to talk about. And if you guys have any questions at any time, please let us know. You can private message us anytime. Comment on the thread in the invitation. But for now, here's Christy. Thank you, guys. Mwah.
Hi, Annie. Thank you so much for introducing me. This is the first for me. Normally, I have kind of sat back behind my Facebook and not been seen. So I hope that I do the product justice, and I hope that you can understand me with this Southern accent. So, so before I said, I'd say the biggest thing for me was, I wanted to lose the weight, but more than that, it was the feeling exhausted. Always. I would wake up tired. I would go to bed tired. On the weekends, I would basically go from the bed to the couch and, cook and back to the couch. And my children would continuously be saying, let's go do this, let's go do that. And I was thinking how much I would love to do those things. But I was so tired. And even if I made myself go, I just would not feel like being there. So a really good friend of mine introduced the products to me. And I basically kind of sat back and asked questions, all along, and really wish that I had jumped on the with her when she started. But I have to say that probably 5, maybe 6 days in, that people at my work started talking about I had this glow, and they had no idea that I was doing anything different, and that even though I thought that I put on a good front with the smiling with everyone and hey, how are you doing, they still could tell a difference in me. And so that kind of said something to me as far as, within the first so many days of the product. I was trying to think if there was anything else. I love the products. They have just made me feel so good, and I can't say enough about them. My kids absolutely love the fact that now I get up and I'm like, hey, let's go, let's do. And they're like, Mom, slow down. And I'm like, you're teenagers, keep up. So anyway, the product that I have that I'm going to share with you is the Cleanse for Life. I don't have the big bottle. I usually do the powders, but it also comes in a liquid form. And I actually wrote down a few things because I didn't want to shortchange anyone on the properties or the benefits, I should say, for the Cleanse for Life. The first thing is that it supports metabolism and weight loss. Of course, we know that if you do the 2-day cleanses, you get that deep visceral fat burn. It does help to burn fat altogether, but it also helps to fine-tune that metabolism. One of the other things is it helps to promote detoxification. It boosts insulin sensitivity. It supports liver, immune, and cellular health. It revs up your body's cellular cleansing system. It's good for mental and physical performance. It nourishes your body with good nutrients while you are on the cleanse. Most of us know that you don't actually eat food during the time that you're cleansing. You're giving your body a rest so that it can perform the actions that it needs to. Also, it's not like any other kind of cleanse. It's not like a colon cleanse. So you don't have to worry about that. This is a deep cellular cleanse, and it helps to rebalance the body and get those systems working at peak performance like they should. Also, there are a few options with the Cleanse for Life. I like the 2-day cleanses. My husband, however, is on the nightly cleanses because he takes blood thinners. So you do have options to incorporate it into your lifestyle the way that you need to. Okay, Stephanie, I think that about does it for me. So I'll turn it back over to you.
Great. Thank you so much, Christy and Annie and Michael. I love your stories very much, and they make such a difference for us to hear your stories and to know what's going on with you, and just know that you know where we all came from. We all came from a different place. Some of us were searching for a program. Some of us were searching for a different way of life. Some of us not even looking, but it was presented to us. But look what has happened because of this. So if you've joined us tonight and you're not really quite sure why you're here, that's perfectly fine. Or maybe you joined with the purpose of just learning more. Hopefully this kind of gave you a little bit more information about people's stories and you know what this system has done for people. It really is just a food system. We are wanting to replace foods that you might currently be eating. So a typical day is 2 shakes and a meal and 2 snacks. So most people always ask questions such as, can I still eat regular food? Well, yes, you will. Absolutely. I like food. I want to continue eating. Absolutely, do that. We're always going to tell you if you're hungry, eat. It's not a starvation diet whatsoever. It's a nutrition system that is very dense, high quality vitamins and minerals. But it will change the way that you think, and it will change the way that you eat. And so some of the products that everybody mentioned were the Cleanse and the Ionics in particular, and those are what really change a lot about how we choose our foods. And you begin to choose a lot more protein and vegetables, pure food, plant food, clean food. Other people are, why can't I just eat correctly? And yes, absolutely, you can, and we want you to. The problem is our environment. And our environment doesn't provide the right amount of nutrients that we need that our grandparents had years ago. Our soils are different. Organic food is extremely expensive, but still many organic food are not providing the right vitamins and minerals. So Isogenics is extremely careful, very careful about how they grow the food, where it's grown, who grows it, the soil, everything about it. So we consider ourselves actually better than organic, the way everything is made and grown. We have many different products. So a lot of people are looking for different things. And I hear a lot, many people are wanting to replace their snacks. They're really having a hard time finding correct snacks to eat. We have over 77 products. So there's plenty of different things to choose from, all based on your needs, whether it's energy, which all 4 of us brought up. We need the energy. We have a society that's tired, and they're tired of being tired. So they're looking for energy products, but who wants what's actually out in the store with the synthetic energy products that are filled with all kinds of artificial sugars and flavors and who knows what all is in there? We offer extremely natural, pure, clean ingredients. And we're, like I said before, we're very careful about what we put in our products. Your bodies will feel the difference. And people do feel the difference anywhere between the first day, the 4th day, the 10th day, but it happens very fast. And we're here to coach, and we're here to support, and we're here to help people. We are an online program. So we can help people all over the world, no matter where you're located. You can receive this product. Well, for the most part, if you're in the 16 countries. But the company supports in so many different ways. And then we do as a group as well. We have a money back guarantee. So if you're on the call tonight and you're still a little skeptical about things, it's not a problem. We love our skeptics. Actually, skeptics are really good with us. A couple of you are on this call. A couple of you are smiling right now. And skeptics actually do really, really well because they put a lot of effort beforehand to research everything and to really look into it. So it's not a problem. Ask your questions. Let us know what your concerns are. But the company will honor that 30-day money-back guarantee. So if for some reason it's not for you or you just didn't like it or whatever, it's rare that that happens, but you'll get your money back. So there is no risk. Right now we are offering free shipping. So no matter where you live, it's going to be shipped directly to you up to a $25 value, which is fantastic. It's our owner's birthday, so he's giving us a very special promotion. And it's amazing. When you'll be shocked as to how you feel. And again, it doesn't happen long. Doesn't take long, it doesn't take long, it'll happen for a long time. And you continue to feel great. Any age can use this. We have our children all the way up to grandparents using these foods. And it's one of the most special things in life is to be able to share with people that you love and to change their health and the way that they feel and the way that they look at food and lifestyle and the way that they do everything. We do offer for people to receive their products for free. So if cost is a concern, please don't worry about that, but you need to talk to us and we can share with you how to get your food paid for. There's so many ways to do that. And we love to help people and show people how to do that. With that, we only have 1.5 minutes left. I'd like to answer any questions that anyone has. You can either unmute yourself or I can try and unmute. Or Ellie's been taking care of a lot of questions for us. Thank you so much, Ellie. I'm going to unmute. Everybody's unmuted. So if anyone does have any questions, please let us know. We'll do a couple follow-ups. I'm going to talk until someone interrupts me. So if you have a question, just interrupt. But we will do a couple other things in the Facebook group just to kind of let you know how to get the packs, what the packs are, what they entail. But they start price-wise anywhere from $9 a day to $13 a day to $18 a day. And when you really look at what you're spending in life per day with your coffee, but when you look at what you're spending with coffee, tea, and lunch, most people that work outside of the home are roughly about $18 to $25 per day. And our highest pack is $18, and that includes our fabulous vitamins. So really take a look at this and ask us any questions. And with that, we are just about ready to end. I appreciate all of your time. Time is precious. Thank you for being with us tonight, spending these 40 minutes with us. We look forward to hearing from you, learning more about your goals, and being able to help you with anything that you would like, and just enjoy. This is a new program. It's a new life. It's a lifestyle, and it's a new family to be involved with. So we really appreciate you being here. And